ABC News producer Aaron Ferrer was born and raised in the Bronx. So it's fitting that this week he interviewed the owner of Bronx Native, a shop in the Mott Haven section of that New York borough, about struggling to stay afloat.
As the pandemic caused by COVID-19 ravages throughout the globe, the U.S. now has the most coronavirus deaths in the world. Social distancing, 6 feet, stem the spread, all things we've heard since the outbreak. And in New York, the epicenter of the U.S., Governor Andrew Cuomo ordered all non-essential businesses to remain closed until at least the end of April. In the middle of all this, a small local shop called Bronx Native, located in the Mott Haven section of the Bronx, in the borough hit hard by the virus.
We're just kind of keeping our head over the water, just barely making it.
27-year-old Amauris Grullón and his sister Rosalyn founded the company in 2015 inside their Longwood neighborhood apartment after feeling like the Bronx had been underserved when it came to apparel that showed the pride of the borough.
We kind of just got together one night and we were looking for Bronx-based merchandise online. We wanted to wear a shirt that says the Bronx. We wanted to wear a hat. We wanted to wear clothing that identified us. We wanted to wear clothing that empowered us, that showcased our history, our culture, and was also visually appealing. And we could not find any Bronx-based merchandise.
Their first event was at a fundraiser at Port Morris Distillery in 2016 for a nonprofit called Juntos, or Together in English. In a small booth, they sold merch. From there, they wanted to make their mark.
We were already doing pop-up shops in different locations. One of them that we did in 2017 was the Chicken Spot pop-up, which was actually a pop-up shop inside a chicken spot. We had DJs, we had merch being sold, we had people eating chicken. We had an art exhibition called the Boogie Down Bronx, an immersive South Bronx experience where we converted an apartment into an old school late 1970s vibe.
A breakthrough came in late 2017 when a 2-week pop-up run at a store turned into their flagship location after selling out their merch in just a week. The company has collaborated with other Bronx-based artists and businesses, such as Made by Eric Michael Screen Printing and Famous Nobodies, whose clothes can be seen on NBA players like Blazers forward Carmelo Anthony, Utah's Donovan Mitchell, actress Lala Vasquez, and more. But the brand isn't just about the merch. It's a lifestyle.
The thing about Bronx Native is that it's not only about the merchandise. It's not only about the apparel. We have things like BX Writers, which deals with the literary scene here in the Bronx. We have Bronx Native Records that deals with the music scene here in the Bronx. We host open mics every month. We host workshop sessions about financial literacy. We go to schools, talk to the kids about entrepreneurship.
But what happens when that lifestyle is turned upside down and their revenue slashed in half after the coronavirus forced them to close their doors in a borough with the third most cases in the city? In the community where their flagship store is located, Hispanics and African Americans make up nearly 90% of the population, and these groups have been disproportionately impacted by COVID-19. Grullón says the numbers don't surprise him, but they're doing what they can to help.
One of the main platforms that we have is our Instagram account. So we try to post as much things as we can on Instagram and Facebook, like, hey, they're doing free testing at Lehman College. They're giving out free food for first responders at Bistro. You know what I mean? So we try to just update people.
Bronx Native hasn't had to lay off any of its part-time employees just yet. But with rent due and the future uncertain, all options are on the table.
We are applying to everything we can. Those things come down to a lot of different factors, a lot of different documents, payroll, bank statements, credit, all these things. So it just really depends. We have been applying. We haven't gotten nothing back from anything.
None of us know when, if ever, the old normal will come back and what life will look like post-coronavirus. But for Grullón, he knows he'll fight for the business he helped build.
I think if this continues, definitely the physical shop is in danger of being closed, definitely. But to say that if this continues, that the Bronx Native brand overall is going to be shut down, definitely not. I would not let that happen.
Reporting for Perspective, I'm Aaron Ferrer, ABC News.